7 billion people in the world just trying to fit in. Keep it together. Smile on your face even though your heart is frowning. But hey now, you know girl, we both know it's a cool world. What is up guys? Anthony here, and hey, I know it's been a while since I've done videos and I'm really going to get back to it since I've been getting some messages from people lately saying, hey, I really enjoyed YouTube videos, I really enjoyed the videos you've been putting out, they helped me, can you do them again? And I didn't realize like the impact that it had on a lot of people over the last few months. So look, I'm back, I'm just in my house for today. You know, I've got my newest book, the latest shipment just arrived, Live More, Achieve More, Become More. And you know, the reason I've got my smartphone and a book here is because I want to share with you some strategies around increasing your learning. You know, a lot of the work I've been doing with my clients lately has been performance-based coaching. The people that work with me or know my work know that I work with people that want to become peak performers in the area, or people that are at a point where they really need to break through a barrier in their life. And one of the things I've been doing is helping my clients increase their value and where they're at. And I had a question today from a guy wanting to basically get a six-figure job, and he asked me about, you know, how can I go about to get a job? And I said, you got to be real, man. The only way at your age you're going to make that money is in sales or with a very particular skill or in your own business. And I kind of shared with him some videos from some of my great mentors. You know, one of them has passed away sadly, Jim Rohn, and the other Brendan Burchard, and they talk about increasing your value to the marketplace, saying, you know, you're paid what you're worth. What is the value that you bring to the company? And I thought a lot about the last year, and you know, I never went to university. I went to university for 8 weeks before I left, but that was about 16 months ago. And in the last 16 months, I would say my value has massively increased. And yeah, I've become very educated from reading books, listening to audio programs, buying online programs, buying different courses, going through these. And from that, you know, the people and the opportunities that have come into my life have been insane. Just on the weekend, I was actually invited to spend, you know, the afternoon or the morning with, you know, some very, very, very successful multi-millionaire business people that have led me to opportunities. You know, it's led to a lot. And I don't say that to brag, but I would say that because of what I've become, who I've become in the last years, that's led me to making different connections. It's led me to having a very specific skill set in terms of, you know, persuasion, influence, helping people break through, leadership, communication, in that area. And from that, I've been able to basically team myself up with some big opportunities. Now, I want to share some performance-based stuff with you, and that is around learning, okay? Through high school, I hated learning. I didn't like what I was learning. I didn't see the relevance of it. I went to university, didn't like what I was learning there either. I was ready to give up on learning until I was about 18 and a half or something, 19. The only books I'd ever read were about 10 books. 7 of them were Harry Potter. And now, over here, I can show you after this video, I've got a middle bookshelf with at least 25 books, all in self-development, success-based books that have changed my life. So why do I love learning? Because I learned about stuff that was relevant to my life and has helped me, okay? So the strategies I want to share with you about 10xing your learning and getting more out of what you're learning and more out of your time is the very basic stuff, okay? Where at the moment are you listening to music, right? Most people listen to music on or in their car, right? Whenever I'm in my car, I'm only listening to audio programs, okay? There's an app on my phone called Audible, right? A-U-D-I-B-L-E. It's a free app. You download it. It's an Amazon. It's Amazon's company, Audible, and it's just audiobooks. I think you get 3 free audiobooks when you sign up, and you can return books and switch them over and whatnot. And you know, whatever I'm learning about at the time, I'll just get a couple of audiobooks, play them in my car. Each audiobook's about 7 hours long, based on the number of pages. And so if I'm in my car, you know, it's education time. You know, if you're driving your car, say, 30 minutes a day, which is, let's just say, 2 hours a week, you know, every month, that's just one book in your car. Every month, that's a book in your car. But let's be realistic, it's probably more than that. And even if you know, you're commuting, you're on a bus, you're on your bike, that same time. When I'm working out in the morning, for this, it might not work for some people, I'm doing the same thing, I'm listening to an audiobook. You know, I'm always learning. And I might listen to an audiobook 3 or 4 times, okay? So, my first strategy is, wherever you are, listen to a book. Strategy number 2, figure out what you want to learn, okay? So get very specific. So at the moment, what I've been learning a lot about is actually sales and influence, right? How I want to be growing my business effectively, reaching people and reaching the right people, and how to show the value of what I'm offering. So I've read, I think, 1, 2, 3 books and gone through 1 course in the last month or last 3 weeks all around sales, right? And now I'm going to be going through them one more time just to get all that information concise. Some of the books I've read, you'll see that I've highlighted them, basically. So figure out exactly what it is that you want to be learning. It's about, you want to learn about confidence, you want to learn about creating a fulfilling life, being stress-free. Go out there and find an audiobook and find a book on that category. Okay, and strategy number 3 is create your own rapid learning documents. What I mean is that when you're going through an audio program or when you're reading a book, get a highlighter out, highlight key points, and take notes on the very, very key points. So when I'm learning, and everyone has different ways. Some people, speed read through a book and then read through it again, get the key ideas out. That's also great. When I read a book, I try to create a 2 to 5 page rapid learning document. So you'll see on some of the books that I just read, I read one called Why You're Playing and Not Closing, and I've created about 4 pages on that. Michael Gladden, great book. Now, that 2 to 5 pages is all the key information. Because, in a book, you're not going to take everything out and apply it to your life. But there's going to be some very key things that are going to help you immensely. Okay? And I mean, these are the things that you want to be able to apply. There's no point in reading through a 300 or 250 page book and then finishing the book and being like, that was a great book. You want to know, what are the 2 to 3 things I can apply? You can't apply 10 different things. You've got too many habits in your life to try and apply 10 different things, but 2 to 3 new things, game changing, man. Totally game changing, okay? And then if you're really committed to growth in an area, get an expert, get a coach, get someone who's going to hold you accountable to a new set of goals, okay? So some simple strategies. I told you the next videos are going to be all performance-based stuff, how to increase your value, how to become a go-getter, reaching your potential. But if you guys have video recommendations or anything you want me to talk about, send in some questions. I know I've got a bunch of questions that I'm going to answer eventually, but just shoot through a bunch of questions. If you want to get your hands on my book, go to anthonythompsoncoaching.com/resources, and you can get the audiobook of the first chapter on there, or just go to anthonythompsoncoaching.com/live-more-book, and you can get the book. I think we're sold in about 10 or 11 countries now. It's awesome. We're up to about 150 sales. So much love to everyone who bought that book. Much love to everyone who just checked out this video. I promise you, there will be more. Okay, see you guys soon.